and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing a sort of challenge thing in The Sims. And yes, I'm aware you were looking at a wheel app thing. So, the thing with this challenge is I have 3 different wheels here. I have a wheel of The Sims needs, so like the fridge, the stove, the toilet, the bed. I have a wheel of colors and a wheel of different activities that happen in The Sims, like the comedy skill or chess, fitness, stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing today is, you can't see it right now, but I am on The Sims and I have 4 different boxes set up. And for each box, I'm going to pick a Sims need that cannot be in the house, the color that anything you put in the house has to be, and the activity that the person who lives in that house would be doing. So like, let's say they're a comedian, then the skill would be comedy over here on activity wheel, and I'd have to put like a mic in there for them and stuff like that. Things they would use to up that skill to progress in their job. And then I will be taking 4 different members from the Benson family. I may need to age one of the kids up to get an adult, but besides the point. I will be taking 4 different members from the Benson family and sticking one of them in each of these boxes and making them try to last a week without leaving their box. So there will not be doors on the boxes. I'm just going to stick people in there and let them sit for a Sims week with no control whatsoever from me. And then I will show you the aftermath. Alright, so let's get started now. Let's see, for the first box, I have my pen and paper here so I can write everything down for each box, because I'm just going to do all the wheel spins now and then build the boxes and show you guys that part. Alright, so let's start with the Sims needs that cannot be in the house. So for the first house, the Sims need that cannot be in the house is bed. Okay, they can't have a bed. No bed. You know, I do want them to be different, so I'm going to hide that slice now so it can't pick bed again. For the second house, toilet. Okay, no toilet for the second house. Writing that down. Okay. And then for the third box, no stove. Okay. And then the fourth box will either have no shower or no fridge. Let's find out. Shower it is. No shower. Okay. So, alright, let's go to the next wheel. Okay, now we're going to pick the color everything has to revolve around. So anything I put in the house either has to be that color or has to have that color on it somewhere. So, first house, no bed, and the color is red. Okay, red it is. And for the second house that does not have a toilet, the color is going to be... I probably should have picked better colors. Now that I'm thinking about it. Like, the person that gets purple... Oh, this is gonna suck. Alright. I'm just thinking about it because when I did this wheel, on here, whenever you create the wheel and you add a slice to the wheel or an option, it gives you a randomly generated color for that slice. So I was just going by the randomly generated color that came up, and that was the color that I wrote on the slice. And now that I'm thinking about it, orange and purple are not going to be very easy. Orange could be. Orange is kind of like a peach kind of color, but purple, I don't know how well it's going to go. So the no stove house gets orange, and that means that the no shower house gets purple. Okay, activity wheel time. Let's, red house with no bed. And the person in there gets gardening. Okay, so they're an avid gardener. Good to know. All right, next one. The black house plays guitar, so musician, all right. Ah, the orange house is an artist. Okay, nice bright colors for an artist room, that makes sense. And violin for the purple one. So 2 musician houses. Interesting. Okay, well then, I'm going to switch over to show you the Sims version of this now. Okay, so I have taken the wheel thing that we did, and I have filled my 4 different boxes that are now houses, I guess, if we're being technical. They're all a little different, you can tell. I tried to make the roofs different as well. And we are going to go ahead, I'm going to show you the houses. And then I'm going to explain where we're going to go from there. Alright, so first house is the red house. The red house was a gardening house, and it was not allowed to have a bed. So in keeping with that, I completely eliminated the bedroom entirely. There's no bedroom, because what's the point of a bedroom without a bed? So this is the nice little kitchen area. Also, they do not have windows. I know this. I thought about adding windows, but I decided against it. I don't know. I didn't feel like it. Anyway, so this is the kitchen, and there's a lot of different gardening pots down here. I will buy seeds for those for him so he can do his gardening thing. A chair, because I felt like he needed a place to sit down besides the bar stools. And then a very nice, luxurious bathroom. So yeah, there's that. I'm going to go ahead and make auto lights on this house and all the other houses. Actually, no. I don't want to do that. Turn on all lights. I'll do that at the end. Okay, so yeah, that's basically it for the red house. That's it. Also, we have Marcus Benson living in the red house. Okay. Now for the black house, we've got Viola Benson living in the black house. Yeah, it's very, very black, very modern-like. The black house was not allowed to have a toilet, so she has a bathtub, and that's it. I foresee lots of messes happening in this house. The guitar was her skill, so I put the guitar here. And yeah, pretty simple. I put some plants because I get antsy when there's like no color. There needs to be something. Okay. Then one of my more interesting houses is actually the orange house over here has a completely glass roof. I didn't know that was a thing, but it is. So for anybody else who didn't know it's a thing, they have glass roofs. And they have lots of different styles of glass roofs, actually. I'll show you. Give me a second. So, like, you could do solid sheet glass roof, which is what I have. There's square panel glass roof. So looks like that. There's the rectangular panel glass roof, which looks like this. There's the hexagon panel glass roof. The ornamental scrollwork glass roof. The diamond panel glass roof. But yeah, like I said, I went with solid. My thought with that is, if you were trying to build a greenhouse, that would be awesome to have glass roof on it. But anyway, not the point of this video. I'll go back to live mode now. So anyway, down here we have James Benson, who is late for school, but we're completely ignoring that. He is the artist painter, so he got this. The reason I put a kid in this house instead of an adult like I was planning to originally was I could not find an adult orange bed. Like, I put in the results for orange stuff, like I was filtering as I was doing this, but nothing I saw was really orange. It was more like beige stuff that was coming up as far as adult beds went. So this is the most orange bed I could find, so I figured I'd just put a kid in this house. So I kind of designed that around a kid living here. So you've got the stuffed animal in the toy box, and I got there's these cool little flip-flop lights that I like. They're cute. They went with the sunset wall that's in this room, so I put them up. The thing with the orange house was it wasn't allowed to have a stove, so instead I gave them a microwave. I don't want to torture them too much, but I do want to see the side effects of like them not being able to cook food. Like, they do get uncomfortable from eating lots of quick meals and stuff, and that's really all you can make in a microwave. So I kind of just want to do this like this. I don't know. So, and then this one got a TV because I could find an orange TV. So yeah, I felt like being nice with this one. I love the bathroom in here though. The bathroom is my favorite. This bathroom. I love it. And then we have the purple house. I pulled a random girl off the street. Her name's Holly Berman. I don't know who she is, where she was living, but she lives here now. So yeah, she's become part of the experiment. I'm hoping she can sleep in this bed. I think she can. I don't think it was a teen bed, so we should be good there. So yeah, there were only 2 choices for purple flooring, otherwise the bathroom would be different, but I couldn't find one. And yeah, and the violin scale was what this one was, and the purple house was not allowed to have a shower, so she just gets a toilet. No sinks either. I'll explain that in a second. And then she's got a coffee pot and a microwave and a stove, because, you know, I went all out on this one. And then I tried to spruce stuff up with, like, paintings and stuff. So the reason there's no sinks. While building, there were 3 things I came across that I could not find in the correct colors. So I spun the wheel for them. There was a yes or no wheel. So the toilet here, you'll notice, is not purple. I spun the wheel told me it was okay. I spun the wheel for like 3 different sinks that were pinkish, because I thought at least it would kind of go with the purple pink theme. But the wheel said no on every sink that I tried to put in the bathroom or the kitchen. So she's really not going to be able to up her hygiene at all. Just put that out there. And then in the red house, the toilet. I went with this one because it's got a wood seat and it could be cherry wood, so cherry wood can kind of come off with a red tinge. I spun the wheel for it. The wheel said it was okay, so I'm leaving it. I did also go through and fix their aspirations to match the house that they're in. So the black house and the purple house both have the musical genius aspiration. Marcus in the red house has the gardening aspiration. And James has artist prodigy because he's a kid and that's as close as you can get. Another thing, I know in the beginning I don't know if I mentioned this or not, I was not planning to have doors that they could walk through on the outside. And at one point I was even just going to put the doors in for looks and lock them so they couldn't use them. But then I had a thought. They have this thing called a social need. And that's usually easier to earn at work because they're not going to have contact with anybody else really besides themselves. So on each house, I've locked the door for everybody but the person that lives in that house, so they can't talk to people, basically, is hopefully that's my goal. Also, don't mind that 3 of these people are sad. They're sad from the last video I did where one of their people died, so family gets sad. I hope they'll get over it soon. So yeah, I'm basically just going to fast forward to next Friday at 10 a.m. and we can take a look at the side effects of what happened, how it went, and see how much worse the houses look. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just going to go with it. So let's get started. Oh, wait. I forgot to mention the other thing that I was going to do with you guys. My brain is all over the place today. The other thing was, the reason I left the doors unlocked was so that they could get jobs. Because I also want to see how living in their environment affects their career and if they can get promotions. I don't know. So Viola is going to be a musical genius. So she needs something that will help her with that. I'm doing one person at a time, so. Astronaut, athlete, business, criminal, culinary, entertainer. Yeah, I guess it's probably going to be the best bet for both of them, actually. Although you kind of need mic stuff for that at first. I may have to fix that. But for right now, she can just practice music. Holly is also going to enter the entertainer career. And apparently I need to fix somebody's door because somebody's sleeping in a bed. And they're not supposed to be. Let me look at this door. Allow access to... no. Alright, it should lock the door for everyone but James. You should be in this house. Lock door for everyone but Marcus. Lock door for everyone but Holly. And lock door for everyone but Viola. Okay. Now I just hope they don't have contact. Okay. Marcus is gardening. I don't know if he's really gonna get a career out of that. Why are you talking to people? Okay. Gardening. I'm not finding anything that gardening's gonna help him with at all. So I'm gonna stretch it a little and say that if he grew the right herbs, oh, I was gonna go with barista, but actually we can go with culinary, right? Yeah, Red still has a stove. Okay, so we're gonna do culinary. So, okay, pause. And he can't get a job, but he can go to school. Actually, he should be at school. All right, so let's get into this now that I kind of know what I'm doing. And remember, I'm not really doing anything as far as controlling them or telling them what to do or where to go. If there's a fire or something, I may or may not decide to step in. And of course the little things pop up like when they're at school to make decisions and stuff, but I will try to keep it as neutral as possible and not do too much. Okay, short talk here. He was just sitting on his phone most of the time, so I was trying to see if I could get him to do the gardening stuff by himself. So I was having him plant the stuff in hopes that once it grows into plants, he'll just take care of it. Didn't know this, but if they're sad and you click on a plant that needs water, there's an option that says water with tears. And the sim actually walks over and cries on the plant. Like, watch him. He was, look, I'll tell him to water it with his tears. They walk over to the plant and start crying. Thumbnail much? He's making the plant grow by what I don't know what to think about that.
You used to stop this world from spinning. Like Superman, you were the only one to find the strength in all that I was dealing with this life, like kryptonite. And if you keep me close, every minute in this hourglass, you hold. And when I fall to leave, will you be there when I wait to save me? A superhero in me. A superhero in me.
from a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then fly to home. But if you wanna travel, then go alone. Yeah, what's the point in us if I never know? Yeah, if you're gonna leave, I'ma let you go. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. Fada, fada. I fell where my demons dwell. My own little nightmare, I call it hell. Oh well, it's time to get back up, climbing and climbing. I'm done with this ride, is what I tell myself, so I could feel something else. Yeah, I guess I had my bad days, but it doesn't mean I lost my style. Darling, where were you when my heart was on the ground? I thought time would prove that you would stick around. I guess time stood still, a king without his crown. Now I'm breaking, you're faking, girl. You never made a sound. I'm tired of the pain. Go away. I'm tired of yesterday. Fada, fada.
Okay, we've hit a bit of a dilemma. I was gonna let this go till Friday, but it's Wednesday and Viola's dying. Not because of the treatment of the box. She's dying because it's near the end of her lifetime. So, yeah. I guess I'm just going to end it now then. And we're going to assess where everybody stands. We'll start with Viola. As expected, she has extreme low social right now. But I have a feeling that's going to be on all of them. Food she could have solved. Like, really, she did pretty well. There's a lot of puddles everywhere, so she wasn't very clean when she had her accidents. But what about her skills? She got to guitar skill level 4. That's impressive. And she couldn't listen to music because there was nothing there. Okay. That's not bad. Alright. Moving to Marcus. He was also low social, but not as low as hers. I think it might have been, I saw him a couple times talking to the plants. So that could have been a key thing there. Extremely low tiredness. I saw him collapse a lot of times on the floor, but that was kind of to be expected. As far as his gardening skill, he's at gardening skill level 4. And wow, how far did he get? Oh, he got to number 2. Wow. Very nice. Are any of these plants ready to evolve yet? I don't think so. No, they could actually use some weeding and watering. Okay, then moving to, what's her name again? Holly. That's gross. She was the one that didn't have any way to dispose of plates besides the trash can. I mean, yeah, that was kind of to be expected. Super low hygiene, super low social. How's her violin skill doing? Violin skill level 5. That's good. Alright, and then last but not least, James. He did very well. The only thing he really had to deal with was no stove. And like I said, yep, that was expected. The unbalanced meals, uncomfortable moodlet. Artist Prodigy. He didn't draw anything. And part of this was kind of also to up the skill. He really hasn't moved, as far as I can tell. Go back in my... Oh, he did. Okay. He did go up 1 on the creativity scale, but that must have been from playing with toys and such. And his social's not bad either. I did see him talking to the cat a few times, so that's probably why. So overall, let's see, his creativity is 2, her violin is 5, Marcus's gardening is 4, and Viola's guitar is 4. Overall, I think Holly won this challenge. I think the main goal was to see if they would up their skill that they were supposed to and not completely destroy their house. So I would say it's between Marcus and Holly, because Holly does have a bunch of trash everywhere. But yeah, that wasn't horrible. Nothing caught on fire. I will say Viola was not as neat as I would have expected her to be. But other than that, it was interesting. Alright, so Viola's gonna die now. I'm not gonna stick around to watch that. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. If you have suggestions as to what kind of challenges you'd like to see next, maybe with the wheel, maybe with The Sims, or any other things you would rather see instead of stuff like this, please comment down below. As always, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.